What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to share with you step by step how you can attract more clients into your business using Instagram alone. So regardless if you are at stage 0 with no clients at all, or if you're at stage 10 with a lot of clients, I'm confident that this video will help. So if you're interested in learning how to get more clients on Instagram, then keep on watching. Now, in order to keep this video organized and easy to follow, I've developed a very simple 3-step process that'll help you generate more leads into your business through Instagram. Awareness, attraction, and nurturing. So throughout this video, we're going to tackle each 3 of these steps within my process. Let's get started. Now, the first part in this process is awareness. What this means is you want to be sure that you are searchable, that people can actually find you. Not only this, you also want to make sure that you're getting targeted traffic coming into your Instagram account. So you ask me, how do I do this? Well, let me give you the first step. Now, the first step is something that I've already mentioned in this video right here, and it's very simple. Change the name within your Instagram bio into a keyword that you believe your ideal client is searching for. So in my case, mine says business coach. And the reason why I have this is because I know that my ideal client is probably looking for a business coach. And therefore, when they're searching on Instagram, they don't know who Vanessa Lau is. But if they're searching for a business coach, the chances of me showing up is much higher. So you want to make sure that this part in your bio is optimized. The second thing that you might want to do in order to boost the awareness within our 3-step process is to make sure you're using targeted hashtags. At the end of the day, what you need to realize is that hashtags are basically like keywords on Instagram. And if you're using the right keywords, then it's going to increase the chances of your ideal client finding you, especially if you're using the keywords that you believe your ideal clients are either searching for or following. Let me give you an example. If you are someone who is using hashtag follow for follow, like for like, Instagood, Insta Daily, outfit of the day, do you really think that your ideal client is looking for that? Probably not. That's why you definitely want to focus your efforts finding more niche hashtags to use. Now, we can go into so much detail within hashtags, but we're not going to do that in this video. Instead, if you want to learn more, definitely check out this video right here if you haven't already, or download my free Instagram guide. The link will be in the description box below. Now, within awareness of our 3-step process, you also have to realize that awareness just doesn't mean awareness to your Instagram account. It also means awareness to the services that you actually offer at the end of the day. That's why another thing that you can do to optimize your efforts and your profile when people actually find you is make sure you have a very clear statement within your bio that explains what you help with or what you offer. Here's an example of mine right here. Not only this, you also need to realize that people don't know what you offer if you don't tell them what you offer. So also make sure that the link in your bio is truly optimized and it links back to the products or services that you actually sell. Again, here's an example of mine. I'm not just being a salesman and plugging away at what I offer. However, I am including a call to action so that people can check it out if they want to. Because again, if you don't do anything to bring awareness to your offers, to your services, no one will ever know, and therefore it doesn't matter if you're getting all this targeted traffic. If you don't direct them somewhere or you don't give them more context of what you actually offer, it's going to be a lot harder for you to actually find clients. Now, moving on to the second piece of our 3-step process, and that is attraction. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is the difference between awareness and attraction? Well, to me, bringing awareness to your account and your services is one thing, but actually attracting someone to want to buy from you or to want to invest in you or hop on a call with you is another. That's why I want to teach you a little bit about making content that actually converts. Now, content marketing is something that I teach way more in depth in my program, the Bossgram Academy, which is now on waitlist. The link is in the description box below or in the comment section below if you're interested in signing up. But the gist of it is that I see a lot of content creators always struggle with creating good content. And the reason why this happens is because as content creators, we put way too much emphasis on the end result. What topic should I do? What content should I create? But what I challenge you to do is do this very simple mindset shift. And that is, instead of thinking about the end result, ask yourself, what are the different objections that my client has before they need to actually invest in me? Or what are the fears that they have? What questions do they have? What desires do they have? And then once you list all these different things down, you then ask yourself, okay, what content can I do in order to answer this question? For example, my ideal clients or students are always struggling with vanity metrics. They're asking themselves, is this important? Should I have a high follower account? All of these things. And that's why within my Instagram captions, I'm always trying trying to educate my audience about how vanity metrics don't matter if they're not translating into actual sales into your business. This is something that I do within my content to reassure my ideal client or my ideal students that vanity metrics aren't the end-all be-all. And by helping them overcome this fear or overcome this objection, it's going to help them with their decision making on whether or not they want to invest in me as their coach or as their course instructor. As you can see, when you focus your efforts on developing intentional content and you create content that answers your ideal client's potential questions, you're going to be able to attract that client even more to you and also make that decision easier for them on whether or not they want to work with you at the end of the day. Now, to help you out a little bit more on doing this process of figuring out all the questions that your ideal client might be asking, definitely check out this video right here because I share with you a lot of research tools that are super handy in understanding what type of questions your audience might be asking. Now, the third step within our 3-step process is nurturing. Now, at this stage, if you've been following my 3-step process, you would have brought more awareness to not just your account, but also your services, and you would have attracted your ideal audience a lot more by creating more intentional content. Now it's time to nurture these people. So there are obviously a lot of ways that you can nurture your followers, but my 2 favorite ways is number 1, when someone is DMing you or when you DM other people, instead of using text, try to opt for doing a voice note or even send a video message. By going this extra mile, which honestly doesn't take that much time on your end, and if anything, takes less time than sending a text, you're gonna be a lot more memorable as a person. Even for me, in the beginning of my journey when I was growing my business on Instagram, I was constantly sending voice notes and video messages, and this made people feel super special. Not only this, by sending these messages, it generated more rapport, and a lot of times these messages would end up being full-blown FaceTime conversations, and I was even able to close a couple clients this way as well. Now, you might be asking yourself, wait, but nobody messages me. I don't really have a lot of opportunities to send DMs like that. Well, the next thing that you could do that will make you stand out is to really pay attention to the comments that people are leaving on your posts. So let's say you've posted a piece of content that is super thought-provoking and there's a couple people that have left comments. Now, check out the profiles of the people who left those comments and ask yourself if they are potentially an ideal client or someone that might be interested in what you have to offer or say. Next, reply back to that comment, but through DM. So you're taking that conversation to a one-on-one situation. And this is something that you don't need to overcomplicate. It's as simple as sending a quick voice note to that person saying, hey, thanks so much for leaving a comment. I just checked out your profile and I really liked your page. I was wondering, how did you find my page or what you liked about my post? Or you can say something nice about what they posted. That way, you're taking that conversation away from just a public setting in a comment section in your post to a private one-on-one conversation that can open the doors to potentially more deep dialogue. And through those special dialogues within the DM, you can easily take that conversation to an Instagram FaceTime and host your discovery call that way or host a consultation that way. I've done it multiple times in my business. Or you can set up a formal link within Calendly or Acuity and then have that person book a call with you so that you can transition from a DM to an actual sales call if that person is interested. So throughout this video, we really went through the 3-step process that I've developed, which is number 1, bringing awareness to what you offer. The second is attracting your ideal clients. And the third is actually nurturing these people within Instagram. Now, near the end, we talked a lot about DMs. That's why I want you to hit the notification bell because in the next video, I'm gonna give you some tools that I use that are free that allows me to answer my DMs as fast as possible. So if you're interested in learning how, then make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss that video. Now, in the meantime, while you're waiting for that video, I post videos about social media, business, and just life in general. So make sure you check out these 2 videos that I have right here as well. As always, guys, I appreciate you. I hope you guys have a great day, a great week, and a great life, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.